This is about toolbars that you can add to your browser. There are a lot of third-party toolbars that you can download and add to Internet Explorer or Firefox. And most of those can be customized by you to make them work the way you want. They can improve the search function, they can let you do new things, and they can make it easy to places that you go to on the internet often. To learn about toolbars, search toolbar in Wikipedia. And when you do that, you will find a list of some of those third-party toolbars. And if you click on each one of these in Wikipedia, it'll tell you a little bit about it, like the Alexa toolbar. Alexa is mostly a system that measures website statistics. If you put the Alexa toolbar on your website or on your browser, then when you go to any website, it will tell you what Alexa thinks is the popularity of that website. And that's how Alexa promotes the use of its toolbar. There are lots of others. I am going to talk mostly today about the ones I use, which are Yahoo and Google. But there are others. For example, the MSN toolbar has a feature where you install that and set up one particular capability. Every time MSNBC News has breaking news, you'll get a flashing indicator on your MSN toolbar, and you can go directly to NBC News and listen to the breaking news. That's not what I'm using. So what am I using? A normal Internet Explorer browser looks like this at the top. It has your drop-down menus of File, Edit, View, Favorites, Tools, and Help, and the place where you can type in a place on the Internet, or where that place on the Internet comes up if you click on that place from somewhere else. One of the drop-down menu boxes is View, and under Toolbars it lists the toolbars that you currently have on your browser. I have Yahoo and Google and an AOL toolbar, but I only have the address bar checked right now, and I don't even have the standard buttons checked right now. If I check that, then you get the standard buttons for Internet Explorer with your favorites and your search and your history and whatever else you have put in here. So that's what a standard Internet Explorer heading looks like. What does mine look like? It has the standard drop-down menu, the standard Internet Explorer buttons, the address bar, and then after that it has a whole bunch of links, which I get to by clicking this menu button, and you can see all the links that I have saved, in addition to my favorites, to get to places that I go to often quickly. The next line is the Google toolbar. That's the one that I find most useful. You can go directly to places like Google Earth. You can add buttons to this toolbar. It has a place that shows Google's measure of the importance of the page you're looking at, with this bar that shows how much of that is filled up. This particular page of The Motley Fool that I have as my home page is ranked 3 of 10. It has a place to control pop-ups. It has a spell check. I will show you some interesting things you can do with this Google toolbar, but first how do you get it up there? Well, there are lots of ways. You can type www.google.com into your browser, and you'll get Google here. When you get to the Google page, you can click More and look at all those things, and then click Even More, and you will find even more things. And among them is a link that says Add a search box to your browser. And when you click that, it will talk about installing Google Toolbar. And if you click here and proceed, that's how you get it up there. Or you can type Install Google Toolbar when you get to the Google home page. And when you do a Google search, you will get the Google Toolbar. You'll probably get one that says Install it now. If you click here, it shows that it's already installed on my computer. But here is some more information about it. And once again, a link to install the Google Toolbar 5 Beta. But also a video.
Hi, I'm Avni.
And I'm Asim. We are product managers for the Google Toolbar.
We've been working on the latest version, and now it's ready for you to try out.
We receive feedback from our users and have quite a few cool features to show you.
Sure, we still have search, news, pop-up blocker, page rank,
Bookmarks, spell check, translate.
Now you can add your favorite gadgets right to the toolbar, like the YouTube gadget that lets you see featured videos, or a weather gadget to quickly check the local temperature. Just click on the custom button icon to visit the gallery.
When you're online, filling out your address and phone number over and over again can be really annoying. But with autofill, you can fill out a form in a single click and even keep multiple profiles. Plus, you can now save your toolbar settings online. You can sign in from any computer and take your bookmarks, custom buttons, and other information with you.
And don't forget about Notebook, which lets you collect text and images as you browse the web. So where can you find Google Toolbar? At the top of your browser, or download it at toolbar.google.com/T5.
And of course, if you want to install the Yahoo Toolbar instead of Google Toolbar, or in addition to, as I have, you can type in Install Yahoo Toolbar on either your Google homepage or your Google Toolbar that you've already installed. And when you do that, you will get a place to go and download the Yahoo Toolbar. So let's say you've done one or both. Now, how do you use them? Of course, how you use a toolbar on your computer depends a lot on how you use your computer. So let me give one or more examples of what I do, and maybe that will give you some ideas of what you might do. I spend quite a bit of my time on a discussion board called City Data on the Hawaii board. It's a standard moderated discussion board where people who are thinking about moving to Hawaii or who are going to take a vacation in Hawaii, or military people who have just received orders to Hawaii can come and ask questions, and hopefully they'll get helpful answers. There are all sorts of questions. Moving to Hawaii on a shoestring budget. That's a pretty common one. The usual advice is don't. Bring money. Here's one: planning a trip this summer to Hawaii, need help. And for you helpful people from San Diego, there is a very similar forum about San Diego. And you get the same kind of questions. Considering relocating to San Diego. What can I expect? So, what does this have to do with toolbars? Well, one day I was browsing the City Data Forum, and I saw someone, it was an Army wife, and she posted a message that said, "My husband has just received orders to Schofield Barracks, and I hear that's near the town of Wahiawa. Does anybody know anything about Wahiawa? And oh, by the way, I am terrified of heights, and I've been told that this is in the mountainous section of Hawaii, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to stand it there. What can I do? Help!" I'm going to use this as an example of a way to use the Google Toolbar to learn a lot about a place. If you put Wahiawa in the Google Toolbar, you will get all sorts of information. So one of the things I did was to copy this link, which is in Wikipedia, which has lots of general interesting information about Wahiawa. But then, after I'd done that, I knew that there were other ways to learn about Wahiawa. One of them, for example, was images. So I simply clicked this little down arrow and changed the Google search from leaving the same word in there, from on the web to images. And I click go. And I came up with all sorts of pictures of Wahiawa. And eventually I found one, because there are 10 pages of pictures of Wahiawa. I found one that showed the typical topography around Wahiawa, which is quite flat. It's on a plateau up in the middle of Oahu. And I was able to send the lady that photograph. Here's the one I found. And there's the picture that I sent her. Pretty flat, huh? But look at the other things that you could use to learn about Wahiawa. You go down below images and there's groups. You go to groups on Wahiawa and you will find that there are discussion groups on all subjects. Like here. A discussion of what the name of Wahiawa town means. Of course, there was also a discussion group where some people were talking about the fact that dozens of military police and Honolulu police officers started Friday morning in a massive search for an explosive device that was lost in the Wahiawa area Thursday. I didn't send that to the lady. Here's another area which I didn't send, although it can be very revealing about a lot of places. Just down below groups, there is news. And if you click on that, you will see that there was a hit and run. You will see that there were 3 men accused in a beating. You will see that there was a brawl in Wahiawa where a man was critically injured, and a fight in Wahiawa leaves 1 man in critical condition, probably the same man. Somebody was missing who is epileptic and needs medication. All sorts of other things proving the fact that no news is good news in a lot of places.